Oh, dummy. There we go. There we go. Yo, that was weird. That was weird as hell. Let me get this shit right. All right, I think that's good. Damn, but that was dope. Like I think when I scheduled the live, it actually showed on here like I was going live because I never see it like at all. I never see this, and I don't know if it's maybe it's something I don't know, but that's cool. Like I seen it like come down and say, "Oh yeah, bro, like bro, you're live." Like it wasn't no, because I don't ever see it. Every time I go live, I never see where it says that I go live. But anyways, that's my problem. But anyways, man. So, oh, Alapesian Lizard over here is literally smart, man. How he's playing this with the Danza project. But I honestly think the Danza project is not doing that good. I don't think they're doing that good because I seen one of the the Orlando Brown interview that they just had. That wasn't even really making that many views. Like it was like the first day and it was just up in a couple thousand. So it's like usually he hits like 100,000 marker or like past that. But what's good? Yeah, hell yeah, I am definitely Fat Joe. Fat Joe is my uncle. Joey cracked the dawn, but I just don't lie like a lot of like what he says. But shout out to Fat Joe. That's my uncle. Joey Crack. Hey, and Big Pun was the livest rapper, one of the livest Latino rappers ever in the world. You good? No. But yeah, no, thank you. That means a lot, though. I really appreciate that. What you doing? Oh, we're gonna have But yeah, man, this is crazy though. I think it's right. You knew I was gonna say that, right? Crazy, crazy. But that's just like a defense mechanism I use. But Charleston White is literally he's smart the way he's playing this, and he's talking about how he's so happy that Boozy is going to prison, but he don't want us to feel any type of way when we feel whenever he gets locked up because he's still out there in the streets. But yes, I am. Yes, I am. DeWalt Dyson, what's good? Subscribe, bro. Hit the like. Engage. What's good, cuz? What's good? Just chilling, just chilling. Another day, another hour of streaming. I'm just kidding, right? Like if I do all these hours. Tell Diego I said happy birthday. I think I'm about to go right now smoke a cigarette, and then I'm about to go make a sandwich. And I'm about to see. Well, we don't have no Pop Tarts, but I'm probably gonna put like Oreos in my sandwich or something. But I want to do something creative, like crazy. You welcome. No, hey, well, I mean, this is the guy of the hour. This is the man of the hour right here. Look at that head. Look at that head. That is, bro. That's crazy, right? Don't take it from me, right? Just give me some time because look, it's a slow start, right? When you're first watching this, it's a slow start. It's gonna get there. But I got something that's gonna change the game, bro. Because I got some people here that are literally tired of this man. That they're literally giving me some information that y'all need to hear. I don't know how true this is, but a little birdie told me that he's going down and going down pretty soon, if you know what I mean. Like down, down, baby. And I believe this. I believe these people because they're a suitable information warehouse. Like they hold so much information, if you would. So check this out, guys. All right. Yeah. Hey, the Faffy was good, man. Was good, fam. Nah, I just wanted to share some information. Well, this company, they have a lot of information on Charleston White. I just wanted to make sure that they were suitable. I looked them up. Their website checks out, bro. This website is like, it's you can trust this. So everything that they're gonna say is 100% true. So and I didn't want to have to do this, dude. Like I don't feel better, for letting this information out, but it's there, dude. It's there. They're a main source of information, bro. It's like an information highway. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna not take the information if they give it to you. Like, Charleston's a good man. Like, his daughter is, not that bad looking. So she will eventually, you know, OnlyFans and all that, but that's not in the cards right now, dude. So don't try to put him on that wish list. You know what I mean? But here we go. All right. Here we go. So it's gonna tell us what it thinks.
Charleston White so bald, he uses Windex for shampoo. Charleston White so bald, when he shines his head, planes try to land. Charleston White so bald, his head gets sunburned from moonlight. Charleston White's bald head so bright, people ask him for flashlight batteries. Charleston White so bald, he's got a built-in mirror. Charleston White so bald, he wears sunscreen indoors. Charleston White's head so bald, barbers pay him for practice. Charleston White's bald head got more reflection than his thoughts. Charleston White so bald, mosquitoes slide off. Charleston White so bald, he gets brain freeze with no ice cream. Charleston White's bald head got more shine than a new iPhone. Charleston White so bald, his scalp needs a privacy screen. Charleston White so bald, his head got its own glare warning. Charleston White's head so bald, you can see what he's thinking. Charleston White so bald, he needs a hat just for shade. Charleston White so bald, the sun files a restraining order. Charleston White so bald, his head got its own weather report. Charleston White's bald head doubles as a disco ball. Charleston White so bald, his thoughts echo. Charleston White so bald, his shampoo expires in 2015. Charleston White so bald, he gets headbutted by solar panels. Charleston White's bald head gets more screen time than his face. Charleston White's bald head so round, GPS asks if it's Earth. Charleston White's bald head reflects more than his past. Charleston White's bald head can be seen from Google Earth. Charleston White so bald, people skip stones on his head. Charleston White so bald, his dreams wear hats. Charleston White so bald, he blindfolds people when he smiles. Charleston White so bald, the moon feels threatened. Charleston White so bald, hats apply for him. Charleston White so bald, they use his head in solar experiments. Charleston White so bald, his scalp is password protected. Charleston White's bald head so smooth, skaters use it as a ramp. Charleston White so bald, birds confuse him for an egg. Charleston White so bald, you can roast marshmallows off the glare. Charleston White so bald, barbers call him a break. Charleston White so bald, the rain apologizes before hitting him. Charleston White so bald, mirrors feel insecure around him. Charleston White so bald, he got a BBL for his head. Charleston White's head so bald, it came with a lens flare. Charleston White's bald head walks so his eye can run. Charleston White's eye so lazy, it forgot the assignment. Charleston White's eye so slick, it went freelance. Charleston White's eye got its own zip code. Charleston White got one eye on you and one eye on tomorrow. Charleston White got an eye that works remote. Charleston White's eye so fast, it looked back at the future. Charleston White's eye took a detour and never came back. Charleston White got one eye doing security, one doing surveillance. Charleston White's eye so crossed, it's on a spiritual journey. Charleston White got a freethinker in his right socket. Charleston White so sharp, even his eye took off. Charleston White's eye so independent, it files taxes separately. Charleston White's eye got a side hustle. Charleston White's eye so confused, it asks for directions. Charleston White's eye playing hide and seek with reality. Charleston White's eye went on strike during the podcast.
It's true. I've seen that.
Got one eye on cloud, the other on his next lawsuit.
Hello from ATL.
Charleston White's eye got its own reality show.
Atlanta.
Charleston White's eye got trust issues. It looks both ways. Charleston White got 20/20 hindsight
And he goes
in
the
one
same
eye
way.
and tunnel vision in the other. Charleston White got a GPS in his eyeball. It rerouted mid-interview. Charleston White's eye took the scenic route to focus. Charleston White's eye said, "I'm different." Charleston
I'm
White
different.
blinked when
Yeah,
I
I'm
stayed
different.
home. Charleston White's eye came with a user manual. Charleston White got one eye doing security at Walmart. Charleston White's eye in a long-distance relationship with his nose. Charleston White's eye always ahead of its time, and his face.
Did he for
Charleston
real?
White blinked and made U-turn. Charleston White's eye went viral for quitting during a debate. Charleston White got eye problems and podcast solutions. Charleston White's eye don't even agree with his opinions.
Oh.
Charleston White's eye has commitment issues. Charleston White's eye started a podcast without him. Charleston White's eye filed for independence. Charleston White's so real, even his eye couldn't stay focused. Charleston White gives so much advice online, you'd think his own kids raised him. Charleston White out here telling folks how to raise their kids. Meanwhile, his GPS can't find his. Charleston White be preaching fatherhood on live like he ain't lose the parent-teacher Zoom link. Charleston White said he's a role model. To who? Expired condoms? Charleston White so toxic, his kids probably call their stepdaddy real dad on accident. Charleston White got more internet beef than bedtime stories. Charleston White give more interviews than hugs. Charleston White out here talking about generational wealth while his kids still sharing a Netflix profile. Charleston White disciplined his kids by sending them his old YouTube rants.
I didn't know that.
Charleston White, the type of dad to say, "I'm the prize" during career day. Charleston White's so busy going viral, he forgot to go to visitation. Charleston White be parenting through Instagram captions. Charleston White said he loves his children deeply, then clocked in on another 3-hour clubhouse room. Charleston White told his kid, "I'll be there in 5. That was 3 podcasts ago. Charleston White lectures about the youth like he ain't blocked by half his family.
You see that, guys? That's why I tell you, man, don't believe what you hear, dude, because this is a robot. This robot knows what it's talking about, guys. Okay? We got to open our eyes. Okay? Let's see. Because I'm going to believe this AI.
One Eye Open, Charleston Anthem, musical note by ChatGPT. Hook, microphone, Charleston White, talk loud, pick fights, one eye open, can't sleep at night. Bald head shining like a cop car light, say he woke, but he just ain't right. Microphone, talking real tough from the live stream chair, but in real life, ain't nobody scared. Yelling on the mic like he preaching a prayer, but his left eye looking for healthcare. Verse 1, microphone, Charleston White, yeah, the YouTube menace, start beef in the morning, repent by the sentence. Say he for the youth, but he talks so reckless, going viral with a stare that looked T-Mobile wireless. Say he a dad, but where's the proof? Can't raise a kid if you always in the booth. Kids log in just to mute his rants. Even Siri said, man, you talk too fast. Hook, repeat.
I don't know what that one was about, but dude, I believe this stuff, dude. I really believe it. Like it's a robot, dude. How are we not gonna? Why are we just gonna block out what he says? You know? What you're not gonna?
Charleston White.
It's technology.
Talk loud, pick fights, one eye open, sleep at night. Bald head shining like a cop car light, say he woke, but he just ain't right. Microphone, talking real tough from the live stream chair, but in real life, ain't nobody scared. Yelling on the mic like he preaching a prayer, but his left eye looking for Medicare. Verse 2, microphone, got beef with rappers, got beef with blogs, got beef with folks just walking their dogs. Police fanboy, badge in his heart, snitch so loud, he got merch at Walmart. Swear he a prophet, swear he deep, but can't even keep both eyes on beat. Charleston White's eye doing its own research.
Killed you.
Charleston White's eye took a mental health break. Charleston White's eye remote working from across the street. Charleston White's eye still buffering. Charleston White's eye caught a bus and left town. Charleston White's eye been outside more than he has. Charleston White's eye on the East Coast, rest of him on Central Time. Charleston White's eye got distracted by opportunity. Charleston White's eye got ADHD without medication. Charleston White's eye only listens to jazz now. Charleston White's eye said, I need space. Charleston White's eye practicing social distancing. Charleston White's eye in a long-term situationship with his cheekbone.
You wanna go smoke a cigarette?
Charleston White got that Google Earth vision. One eye zoomed out. Charleston White's eye got a passport. Charleston White's eye voted independently. Charleston White's eye refused to sign the NDA. Charleston White's eye subscribed to a different timeline.
He subscribed to my channel
Charleston
too.
White's eye
That's a
got
good
PO
one.
box in another direction. Charleston White got one eye live and one on delay.
Okay, that's enough.
Charleston White's eye took the red pill.
Okay. Well, you've seen what this is. You know what this is. I didn't want to make this too long of a video. I want you to just have it for you to know that this is for real about Charleston White. We need to start believing this AI. It's that's here to use as a tool. So we got to take this as as a bold-faced value. One of those things that you just kind of got to believe and not really, not believe it. So you got to believe these things when they're told to you and stuff. So, like he is like a rapist and he's like all that other stuff. Like, so, because it is. And like him and Terrence Gangster Williams have been sleeping together for like 6 years now. He used to pay for his stuff in jail. I don't know, he was paying for his commissary or something, but because Terrence Gangster Williams actually cross-dresses. They actually both love watching Tu Wong Fu. So they wanted to do their, make the candle shop or whatever. But we're gonna talk about that a little later. I am going to just end the video, right? We're just gonna leave it on that note, right? Charleston White's a bit.